What if I told you that there's a dark and slightly unethical way to go viral on TikTok fast? And no, it's not going to involve stealing other people's videos, and in fact this method all relies on 3 psychological tricks that will literally get people addicted to your content. So much that if you do these things right, it's almost impossible to not go viral. And this is the same exact method I have used to make over $300,000 in dropshipping sales last month with only one product. For whatever reason, nobody's talking about this, but let's get started with the psychological trick number 1, the slot machine setup. A gambling addict walks into a casino, scanning for his favorite slot machine. He sits down, heart is racing, and he hits the button for the very first spin. His eyes lock into the machine, and the first spin is literally everything. If that one spin does not hook him in, he will walk away and just go gamble somewhere else. And you can transfer this one-to-one to your videos. People are just mindlessly scrolling on TikTok until boom, your video appears. And just like that first spin, in the hook, you need to trigger human emotions. In this case, it's curiosity. Is the tiger actually gonna survive, or is it gonna die? Well, that question by itself instantly spikes dopamine because something is about to happen. Let me show you another example. Why do you need this ducklet? You just need to promise your viewer a potential win of dopamine. And if you can't convey that in the very first second of your video, they will scroll right past. What is arguably way more important than that is the open loop. What happens after you spin? Well, obviously you don't see if you won or lost instantly. There's flashing lights, spinning wheels, sound effects, everything just makes you wait for the possible win. The key moment here is anticipation. There's a bunch of studies on this. Most dopamine is released right before the potential win, not during you're actually winning. So it is the wait that hooks the player and just builds excitement. But let's take a look at the tiger example again. They have implemented a very sneaky technique showing how they're about to drop the tiger. So you literally wonder what's about to happen. So just as the casino player is wondering if the spin will actually be a winning one or not, the viewer wonders what is about to happen. Is the thing which I envision actually going to happen? Is it going to be something else? I am curious. I need the dopamine hit. However, keep one thing in mind. Even if you hook that person in the first few seconds, the mission is not completed yet. If a player in the casino experiences too many losses in a row without any reward, they will stop playing. And you have to treat your videos like every single second is a new spin in the slot. If you just mess up for a few seconds in a row, the person is done. They just keep scrolling right away. The next video is probably going to be better than yours. And the only difference between slot machines and organic videos is that every single video of yours has to make them win. If they watched 90% of the video, you could argue that it doesn't really matter what happens in the end because they already watched the whole thing, it's fine. Well, no. They're 10 times more likely to engage, to like, comment, and share your video if you actually reward them in the end, if you show them what you promised. Just to sum everything up, let me show you the step-by-step system how to make the most addicting video possible. Let's go back to our tiger video and then I'm going to break down the full thing. Let's analyze why this video is so good. First of all, the hook. The hook itself has 3 really interesting elements. Number 1 is the text hook. Will the tiger survive 12 stories? That grabs curiosity. Then also you have the visual of the person almost dropping the tiger, which means that he's about to do it, which makes it even more curious. And then the third thing, which was done here really well as well, is talking about surviving. It's almost like a stake is there. There's something on the line. So all of that was done in literally the very first second. And keep in mind, the very first 3 seconds are by far the most important part about the whole video. Now, after the first second, we have second 2 and 3. And what they basically do here is opening the loop by dropping the tiger. Now, if you do this and you open this loop and the tiger takes forever to drop, at some point, people are just gonna click away. This video did a really good job at still keeping the video long enough where people are watching, but also not too long so people don't click away. And then obviously in the end, you have the payoff. The tiger looks super funny, everything is great, it actually did survive, everything is cool. And because the viewer had the payoff in the end, it for sure will bring more likes, more comments, and more shares because because people enjoyed the thing more. Trick number 2. In order to survive, we humans are designed so that there's no stronger emotion than fear. Because the more fear you have, the less risk you take. And the less risk you take, the higher your chances are for survival. Now, here's exactly how brands are exploiting this emotion. This whole brand right here is built around scarcity. Your tap water ruins your skin, and if you don't use our products, you are poisoning yourself. And that's exactly why they have like 200,000 followers on TikTok, make millions of dollars in sales. And this is obviously very specifically targeted to girls with bad skin, because they instantly have an easy way out. Like, you have something to blame all of a sudden for having bad skin. You're like, that's why I have bad skin. It's my fucking tap water. So what am I gonna do now? I'm gonna buy their product and it's gonna make my skin better. And it seems like a quick solution to your problem right away. That's just something which converts like crazy. But I'm gonna be honest, there's one more emotion that makes videos blow up left and right and nobody's talking about it. And that is relatability. Take a look at this video here. We humans love relating with stuff. And this is why this brand got 140 million views on some of their videos. Now, there's no crazy lighting, there's no storytelling, there's nothing. The only reason why this is going viral is because girls who have that problem can relate. Just think about this. Whenever you have a problem and then somebody else is talking about the same exact problem, you're like, yeah, I know of this. I have the same thing. You can relate so much and you want to talk about it. You want to keep watching. This is what happens here. In this case, females can relate so much to the discomfort of wearing heels that it literally attracts the perfect audience by just showing this video. You're not going to have any person who doesn't wear heels watch this video because they don't really care. They don't think this is interesting. However, the only people who would watch this is the people who are your perfect ideal customers, who actually have that problem. So that is something which not only gets you massive virality, but if people can relate, it attracts the perfect audience to your website, and it obviously converts 100 times better than everything else. Right now we have Q4. In Q4, there's more sales made than in all the other 3 quarters combined. This means that dropshipping is currently on steroids, and you need to capitalize on that. However, you're not going to be able to do that if you don't know how to go viral, if you don't know how to pick the right products, and also if you don't know how to take your viral videos and convert them into buying customers. Well, this is exactly what we focus on in our mentorship program. We will literally guide you through the entire process of picking the perfect product, making sure that you actually do go viral, and then turn virality into sales. We literally have a bulletproof system which, if you apply it, it just works. There's no excuses, no nothing. If you just do what we tell you, you will 100% make money off it. And because it's Q4, there's literally no better time to actually start working with me than right now. If you are still not 100% sure, you can sign up for a free consultation session with us, and you will see exactly what we have to offer, how this whole program is structured, and whether it makes sense for both of us to actually work together. Click the link in the comment I have pinned, and I will talk to you very, very soon.